Hello there. Welcome to a new video. We are going to take a look at the best, possibly the best Shadow Priest talent right now. We are going to start with the Priest point. It's a choice between Physic Voice, which reduces the cooldown of Physic Scream, or Petrifying Scream, which makes them stand in place. A really easy choice. There is no way that standing in place is better than reducing cooldown. You always go for the cooldown reduction. Angelic Feather is very good to escape enemies, always take it, and while this is good, this is much better. I was playing without this, but you are going to get so much healing because Shadow or Pain always deals damage. You always have Shadow or Pain on a target. So this is very good to take. Don't blink about it, just take it. What I was playing before is I was playing this one to take less damage for Shadow or Dead, but I realized that I was using Shadow or Dead to kill people, so I'm not going to die from it, it's fine. Of course, Leap of Death is very good, but the main reason why you're taking this is to get to Master Spell, which is one of the best things in game, to remove bubble, to remove bad effects from you, from enemies, to remove CC, to remove Cyclone, to remove Fears. Just dispel everything. Always take Mass Dispel. On the right side we have Phantasm, which is very important to have. Why you take Phantasm is because it removes all of your snare effects, and if you play it with Phase Shift, then you're gonna have a great combination, fade away from snares, and using Angelic Feather with it, it's gonna save you from shit. You are going to run away from everything, which is great. Line of sight people, Void Tendrils, and Sheer Terror. Sheer Terror is not the worst talent in the world, but it's not usable because the other one is just better. Having like this mini stun compared to having Void Tendrils, which make people not be able to move, so snare them in one place for a long time, is just much better. Also, it got buffed recently. Before it was used only on a few targets, like I don't know, one target I think, and now you can use it on as many targets as possible, so it's very good against hunters or warlocks, against pets. All of them will stay in one place. You'll go heal yourself, and you have improved healing. You're gonna heal yourself a lot, which by the way, there is another way to play this spec. If you play improved healing, you can play this line, and in the end you might get, but it's another button to press, and I would rather have this. Have a very tanky build, but this saved me so many times, just like it too much, and it's also a passive. I can focus on other things. Here we go. We are going to take Mind Control. Mind Control is one of the best things because it's a way to save your teammates, save yourself. Wait, it's a tool for many utilities. Of course, Vampiric Embrace, you heal with it. No mana spell, which is heavily needed for Shadow Priest to heal yourself without mana. Never the other one. Who cares about Leech? Come on. And we're going the route of Void Shift, especially if you're playing with double DPS like I do. Void Shift is necessary, but even if you play with a healer, Swap Life saves the games. And of course Mind Game. Mind Games is the most important damage cooldown that you can have. And from this we're going to Shadow Points. You are going to play Intangibility. You get more healing from Dispersion and you get less cooldown compared to healing slightly more, 10% of your HP from Vampiric Touch. You're gonna heal for a very little amount, don't think about it. So here, you can go Last Word and reduce the cooldowns of your silence, or go Physic Horror and place a stun for 4 seconds. Personally, when I play with Rogue, I never go Physic Horror, I always go Short Silence because a DR problem, but if you're not playing with someone that does stuns, it's better to play Physic Horror because you have a longer CC chain. Also, if you're playing against casters, it's good to take Last Word. It depends on the arena what you choose here. Between Mind's Eye and Distorted Reality, 20% damage increase is something Shadow Priest really need. More damage, the better. You might think why I'm not going for Whispering Shadows, Shadow Crash, because you need to go through this, which first of all, Mind Blast, you will gain an additional charge, but you will have to cast it. It is so hard as a Shadow Priest to get casts out. You might be thinking, yeah, okay, but you will get Whispering Shadows, which means you will get Vampiric Touch instantly. True, but to get this, you will have to give 1 point of this away, and also Shadow Operation does good amount of damage. And what's really important to me is that I do not want to give this away. If I put this 1 point, I will give away 20% of my damage in Void Torrent, which is the biggest possible damage Shadow Priest has. I do not want to give 20% of my damage to put here. Thank you very much. And the reason why I'm not playing this, it might break and it's just not as powerful as this one. I've been trying both and I just can feel the difference, 100 to 0, just switching to this. The reason why I choose to play this as well is because I get to use this, which means Power Word Shield is so much better And when I'm fighting melee, which is very hard to deal with as a Shadow Priest, I play this with it. Not many people play this, but I've found to be super great. My shield is healing so much, and it's reflecting, and it's protecting me for so much damage. It's always second or top third of my healing. When it comes to the rest of my PvP talents, I got Psyfiend, but if I'm playing against double DPS compo, I'm playing something that would heal me as Absolute Fate. It's a great shield. That 100k HP shield is just awesome. And combined with Phase Shift and Shield, I make sure that I'm not gonna die. And that's the most important thing against double DPS, that you get your cooldowns out, but at the same time you don't die. If I'm playing against normal comp, I'm playing Psyfiend. It's great healing reduction and slow. I'm playing this against melee targets all the time. And if it's not a melee target, I play something like Haste Steal, Mind Trauma, or Catharsis to do more damage. And I always play Phase Shift. I think Phase Shift is one of the best talents you can have. I know it's only for 1 second, but you can avoid the biggest cooldowns with this. You use it right and it's a game changer. If you want to go really tanky and add a few more buttons to your Shadow Priest, you can go this way, go Renew, Prayer of Mending, and you go this. You will have much more healing. It might take away from your focus on damage or utility, but it's the tanky route to go. Other than that, there's nothing else to say. I want to tell you that this is a really important talent. Always have your Shadow Warp, Pain, Devouring Plug and Vampiric Touch, so you can do 40% more damage on your Void Torrent. Your Void Torrent is your biggest damage, don't forget that. Anyway, that was it for today guys, it's just a talent explanation. If you want to see more of my Shadow Priest, just tell me in the comments and let me know. Until next time.